Hello sweeties, this is Maya broadcasting out the UK, and today I'm going to do a DIY project. I need to make soap for when I go to Spain, into the RV. Why? Because the liquid soap I normally have is not quite enough with the machines that are down there. I don't know why, but the washing doesn't get as clean as it does here, so then maybe not as efficient. So I'm going to be making a washing powder, and as I'm going to make a big lot, I'm going to use quite a lot of ingredients and quite an amount of ingredients. So first we start off with 2 kilos of soda crystals. We will need Oxy Action or Oxy Plus or whatever you got, stain remover. We will need, let me see, 1.5 kilos, 1 kilo to 1.5 kilos of that. Then we will need borax. This is for disinfectant and properties, and it also preserves at the same time. So we will need 2 kilos of borax, and you can also use some bicarbonate soda. Bicarb soda, let me see. If you use bicarb, then you put only 500 grams in, but I think I won't this time. I will leave it out, so I'll put that to the side, because the soda crystals combined with the borax will be okay. Right, and then next I'm going to, I've not got much space here. I'm going to, remember the Castile soap I made? This is the Castile soap from, it's now 2 years ago, I think. Yes, this Castile soap I have found is a fabulous stain remover as well as washes well. So I'm going to be using that, but any soap, non-glycerin soap will work, and I will need 500 to 600 grams of this. So I've weighed that out. Okay. And if you're not sure, what you can do is you can also use another favorite of mine, and this is carbolic soap. Okay, but I won't be using the carbolic soap today because I want to use some of my own soaps. So now I think first of all I'm going to adjust the camera, so hang on a minute. Oh, and there's one ingredient I haven't mentioned, that is Unstoppables, or a fragrance. I'm using the equivalent of pearls. I've only got a little bit left. I use that just for the scent, but it is not necessary. If you're sensitive, use less. If you're not sensitive, then it doesn't matter. So in this tub I have my 2 kilos of soda crystals, and I'm just making sure it's clump or relatively clump free. Okay, next I'm going to put in my Oxy Action. I need to move some of this stuff away. This is the soap I have weighed out. It turned out to be just a little over 600 grams. I'm putting that to the side because I will need to chop that up later. So now, all right, let's move this tub a bit out the way. Okay, let me see. I need to get the tub onto my scales. Okay. Right, I said Oxy Action 1.5 kilos, or Vanish, or whichever you prefer to use. Okay, let me see, this is the tub I have. Oh, that's way less. Okay. Let's get into the Vanish. Okay. It doesn't matter if you mix them up a bit. So I have 400 grams in there right now. So that's 1 kilo. I think that is enough. 1 kilo is enough. Alright, 1 kilo of that is enough. Then next I'm going to some of that. Don't breathe it in, guys. It's not pleasant. Next is the borax. Up to 2 kilos of borax. Oh, this is a heavy bag. Let me zero my, there we go, zeroed my scales. Next comes in the borax. That's 1 kilo of borax. Let me see, I think that is actually enough. Yes, because I want a bit more space. So we'll put 1 kilo in. As I said, the soda crystals will all activate everything, so will the Oxy Action, so I'm not worried about that. So let me take the scales off, out from underneath. Right, and now I'm just going to mix this up a little bit, pre-mix it. Easier when you do it like this, when you get all the powdery ingredients in first. Okay. Let me just close the borax, not that it falls over, and then I've got a mess all over the table. Okay. Right, so next I'll be using my old Thermomix next. Oh, I've got here, what's this? Oh, that's also bicarb. So no, I won't be using that. So I'll put that to the side as well. Right, next comes the soap. I will need to pre-cut this a little bit. Let me see, here we go. So here's my soap. As my machine is old, you can grate this, but it's easier for me to do it in the machine. So I'm just chopping up this soap into bits and then putting that into my machine. Hand grating takes a long while, and this soap is hard. I mean, it's been drying for 2 years. This is super hard now. And Castile soap does get very hard. Castile soap is 100% olive oil and lye, and that's exactly what this is. There's nothing else in here. 100% olive oil and lye. Okay. One more. I'll do them all, but I think I'll do it in stages. As I said, my machine is not young. It's about, what, 20 odd years. So, some parts aren't working. The scales aren't working properly on that anymore. But it's still good for chopping and for that sort of stuff. Okay, right. So let me put the lid on. Where's the top to that? Sorry, I was looking for the top. Okay, now it's going to be loud. I'm sorry, it's going to be loud. I'm going to put that on high. And it's already not playing. It's already not wanting to play. Let's try again. Okay, so I'm going to, so you get the drift. Let me do this without, I'll come back after this because this is super loud, as you can hear. Okay, I just want to show you the consistency. That's what it looks like. Okay, there you go. That's the consistency I get with the chopper. If you grate it, it's going to be a bit finer, but this is okay. So I'm going to chuck that in here and get my next lot in. But this time I'm going to add the scent pearls in. I might add a bit more soap in. I will have a look as I added less of the borax and less of the vanish. I might put a little bit more soap in as I still have some. I'm not short of soap. I always keep back a couple of slices of soap, if that's because they are superb for washing leather. And with the leather sofas I have, they need a lot of washing. The dogs jump up on them. I wash them once a week, and this treats the leather as well as cleanses it in a very gentle way. Okay. this aside. So I don't know, this is not much. I'm guessing the whole bottle is 275 grams and there's less than a quarter left. So I'll just add that in. And it comes, what's handy is this little cap, and that's about the cap that I use when scooping out the washing machine. That's for one full load. And when I say a full load, that is going to be between 8 and 10 kilos. The washing machines, I think over there, mine is 8 kilos here, and the washing machines there are bigger, so they will be 10 kilos of washing. So that's about the scoop I need for 10 kilos of washing. Right, let's get the lid back on. Where did I put it? Here. See you after I've made the noise. So there you go, I've done that. Cool, this is a very strong scent. So that's what it looks like with the pearls in. Let's move that back. Let's bring the tub back in. There we go. So now all I need to do is mix it all up. Oh, sorry, so you see this is about 3/4 full. I think that is enough. I'll just throw in my little measuring tub, and this will last me, if I wash twice a week, this will last me, I'm guessing 5-6 months at least. So that's the washing powder. And now all I have to do is keep it sealed. There you go. That's the washing powder. So there it is. And what was the cost? I think that humongous bag, that's 5 kilos, I think. Let me see. Yes, 5 kilos of borax cost me around £6. And I've had that a long while, The soda crystals are about £1 a bag each. So let's say that's £2. £2. The pearls cost me also £1, and that's less than that. So let's say 40p. So that's £2.40. And the Castile soap. Let's say we're buying soap. Then you can get soap bars for about £1, £2 for 4. So that's another 50. So that's £2.90. What else did I put in? The soda crystals, the Vanish or the Oxy Action. That's the most expensive, I guess, out of the lot. And that was around, for a kilo and a half, maybe £5. So what's that? £8 for all of this, correct? £8 for all of this. So that's super cheap. You can't get washing powder for that price. Because as far as I know, the cheapest washing powder you can get. Let me just weigh this. You've just reminded me. Let's weigh how much is actually in here. Okay, this is 5 kilos of washing powder. So for 5 kilos, I doubt you can get it for under £10. That's just my guess. So don't hold me on that, because I don't normally buy washing powder. So I think that's a bargain, and it does the job super well, and I mean super well. If you go take cheaper things than Vanish, then the price goes even further down. Vanish is the most expensive part of this whole deal. If you buy brand name. I got it on an offer as far as I remember, actually. I can't remember what I did pay for it, but I bought it in bulk, and I've had it for, well, as you see, the amounts aren't that much that you use in here. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed that. Another little DIY, thumbs up if you did, and I'll see you in another video. Bye bye.